How much of a role would you say diet and exercise plays in burnout?
Huge. So diet, 100%. If we're consuming the right things, our body is going to process them into the correct neurotransmitters. Serotonin and dopamine are two of the most important neurotransmitters, and they're going to help us stay happy and calm and relaxed and get a good sleep. Healthy fats and things like that, really important. Trying to avoid a lot of processed foods, mainly because of the sugar content. Sugar, unfortunately, is going to spike our insulin levels and create more inflammation on the body, which the body doesn't need. Now, unfortunately, that's usually one of the first places that we go when we are stressed, because sugar is that immediate energy source that we crave. But trying to resist that craving and more so go for some healthy fats, healthy proteins. The amino acids that create proteins, those amino acids are vital in our mental health. Really, really focusing on diet is going to get you leaps and bounds further. Try not to give in to those processed foods. And then in terms of exercise, so exercise is interesting because when we are approaching burnout, sometimes those strenuous exercises aren't the best thing for us. So we're always trying to achieve this recharging state where we're replenishing. Everything is very nurturing for our body around that burnout, because if we overdo it, sometimes it can just make things worse. So instead of acting as a release, it's contributing toward that stress and releasing those stress hormones. So what I generally tell people is, I'm by no means against exercise. I think exercise is fantastic, but always making sure that you're feeling better after the exercise is really important. And then, if you are achieving that kind of burnout state, doing more rejuvenation, exercises like yoga, Tai Chi has become one of my favorite recommendations too, just because it's very gentle and very recharging.
So it sounds like, just in general, if there's an area of your life where you're kind of overdoing it and you're out of balance, that's a risk factor for you.
Absolutely. And it can be, sometimes people view that exercise as a perfect stress reliever. And that's why, all of my recommendations, it's not a one size fits all. It's going to be applied to that individual.